Hey guys, Justin with AmericanMuscle.com here with my quick review of the Putco LED DayLiners available in both black and chrome, fitting your 2009 to 2014 F-150. Now in this video, I'm going to walk you through the basic construction of the DayLiner switchbacks here from Putco, what you can expect when installing in regards to appearance and operation, and finally a quick little walkthrough on the install itself. Now guys, you can expect a little bit of peel and stick here, a little bit of wiring, so we'll call it 2 out of 3 wrenches on my difficulty meter, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Now these particular switchback LED DayLiners are going to be for the F-150 owners out there who prefer more of the custom or modified lighting look and want a little bit more visibility while on the road both day and night thanks to the super bright white LEDs. The Putco kit takes functionality a step further thanks to the modern switchback technology, which is going to switch those bright white LEDs to an amber whenever your turn signals or hazards are switched on. Now the switchback DayLiners are the latest installment in Putco's very popular DayLiner series, with the G2 and G3 being the predecessors. Now the switchbacks are going to be your most expensive option in this lineup, as you might expect, because you are getting a little bit more tech here with the switchbacks, but you're also getting the visibility and durability of the modern LED lighting. So what about the general construction with the switchback DayLiners? Well, Putco starts off with a CNC'd aluminum package here, or basically panel, and then puts in what they call Cobb brand LEDs. Now these stand for chips on board and are a lot smaller than your traditional LED or diode. Now this basically allows Putco to cram a whole lot of light into a relatively small package, as you can see here, and when illuminated gives a more complete look overall as opposed to seeing each individual diode like you would with the Putco G2 series. Now don't get me wrong guys, you can still probably make out some of the individual LEDs, but again they're a lot smaller here and it's just a more complete, more polished look overall. Now those Cobb LEDs are embedded into that, again, CNC aluminum trim panel here, which does follow the size and shape perfectly of your factory F-150 headlight. And as you can see guys, we do have both options on the table with me here today. We have their black option or their chrome option. Both options look really good when installed, and both of course are available on the site for roughly the same price point. And I'd have to say guys, probably one of my favorite things about this kit from Putco is how it's designed and how it's executed. Now when installed, you can really barely tell this kit is even there. It just, again, blends seamlessly into the factory headlights. And personally, I prefer when something is a little bit more stealthy as opposed to being just gaudy and over the top. And Putco really did nail this. With that said, this would probably work just fine as well with a set of aftermarket headlights because the general size and shape doesn't really change. As far as general operation, you can expect the Putco DayLiners to work in conjunction with your factory daytime running lights or even your low beams, giving you much more front-end visibility while on the road both day and night, thanks again to those super bright white LEDs. You can expect those bright white LEDs to switch to a more amber color whenever your turn signals or hazards are switched on. And again guys, this is just going to give your signals or hazards a little bit more visibility from the front end. As I did mention earlier guys, you are going to be paying a little bit more for the switchback version of Putco's DayLiners. It's going to land you right in the mid to high $200 range, which is roughly $100 more than some of their previous versions. This is to be expected of course because you are again getting a little bit more tech with that switchback lighting. And again, this is a solid product built in the USA, and it is backed by Putco's limited warranty. Switching gears to the install, and as I mentioned at the top of this video guys, you do have a couple of things to keep in mind when it does come time to get your DayLiners in place. Again, you have some peel and stick action going on with the actual mounting process, but as you might expect, there is some wiring involved here as well. So for that reason alone, we'll punch it up to a 2 out of 3 on my difficulty meter, maybe a couple of hours from start to finish. Putco does include some very detailed instructions which should help you get everything in place. Now we actually removed the headlights to gain access to the wiring harness a little bit better per Putco's recommendation. You might find you don't have to do that, whatever it is, totally your call. Now as far as installation, if you do want to remove those headlights, just make sure to have a socket set on hand as far as tools, but if you don't, just figure basically a set of wire cutters and a set of pliers is really all you need to help you with the wiring. As far as actually mounting the DayLiner or the LED portion to your headlight, again, very simple peel and stick stuff here guys. Putco already throws the 3M tape on the back of these things for you, so all you need to do is basically just grab your alcohol prep pad, wipe down the headlight thoroughly just to make sure you have a clean surface to work with, remove that protective backing, and adhere the lights carefully to your headlights. When it does come time for the wiring, Putco does toss in 5 feet of wiring per each DayLiner here, along with some quick splice connectors that should help you get these things installed. Now, if you're not a big fan with the quick splice connectors, you can always grab your crimps or maybe even a soldering iron. Totally your call here, guys. Now, one thing I really do enjoy is that the detailed instructions Putco include lay everything out for you very clearly. So even if you're not a big fan of wiring, it's really hard to mess this one up, so you should be able to tackle this one with total confidence. As far as my final thoughts here on this kit, guys, while it might be a little expensive to some of you out there, Putco does a great job in designing and executing this kit. It's going to give you a little bit more front-end visibility both day and night thanks to the modern and bright LEDs, and the switchback technology is pretty cool as well. So that's my review of the Putco SwitchBack DayLiners, which you can find right here at AmericanMuscle.com.